3 healthy and delicious recipes with coffee. Do you love coffee? If the answer is yes, then you should try the recipes with coffee that we have gathered below. Personally, I have tried all of them and I can assure you that they are delicious and easy to prepare. They're also the perfect choice if you want to stop drinking so much coffee but you don't want to give it up completely. Are you ready? Enjoy! One. Coffee bread. The first recipe with coffee is ideal to start the day. It's a delicious and super fluffy bread. You can make it to replace your morning bread. Ingredients: 1 1/2 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 large whole eggs, 120 grams of butter, 1/2 cup of espresso, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of brown sugar or 1/2 cup of stevia. Instructions: Start by leaving the butter at room temperature. If you have kept it in the refrigerator, remove it and leave it in a bowl for about 25 minutes. Take a bit of butter and grease your bread tin. Preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Check that the sugar is fine grain. If not, put it in a blender, dry, to make the grain finer. Place the soft, room temperature butter in the mixer or in a bowl and beat until creamy. Add the sugar and keep beating until fluffy. Add the eggs one by one, stirring constantly and wait for the first to be incorporated well. Then, add the 1/2 cup of coffee and finish mixing. In a bowl, sift the dry ingredients to be sure that there are no small stones of flour, sugar or powder for baking. Gradually add the mixture to the dry ingredients. While you add, use a balloon whisk or a wooden spoon to stir everything. Try to add the ingredients gently enough to dissolve all the lumps. When the dough is well mixed, Empty it into the bread tin and put it in the oven. Lower the temperature of the oven to 180 degrees Celsius, about 350 F, and let it bake for 30 minutes. Stick a skewer in it before removing from the oven. If it comes out dry, the bread is ready. Otherwise, leave it another 5 minutes and recheck. Turn it out of the bread tin and let it cool before eating. If you're diabetic, we recommend choosing stevia instead of sugar. Remember, you must monitor the amount of bread you eat to avoid elevating your blood glucose and putting yourself at risk. 2. Crispy Oat and Espresso Bites / Do you have a craving for something sweet, crispy and coffee flavored? Then you'll love the second recipe with coffee. It has the sweetness of raspberries and maple syrup, compensated for by the strong coffee taste. It all ends perfectly with the crunchy walnuts. It'll become one of your favorite desserts. Just remember to eat these bites in moderation, as just 2 of them give you lots of energy and calories. Add ingredients. Two and 1/2 cups of natural oat flakes. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. A tsp of kosher salt. One tablespoon of espresso. 120 grams of butter. Teacup of maple syrup. Three eggs. Teacup of whole milk. 1 cup of chopped walnuts. 3/4 cup of chopped fresh raspberries. Instructions. Melt the butter on the stove over a low heat and leave it for later use. In a bowl, mix flakes of oatmeal, the baking powder, the salt and the espresso. In another bowl, mix the maple syrup, milk and eggs. Mix well until well incorporated. Combine the mixture of oatmeal flakes with milk and let it stand for 10 minutes. At 2, heat the oven to 300 degrees and grease a baking sheet. Add pecans and raspberries to the oat mixture and stir lightly. With a spoon or your hands, take the mixture and make small balls about 5 centimeters in size. Place the balls along the tray, and when it is full, put it in the oven. Lower the temperature to 200 degrees and let them bake for 35 minutes or until golden brown. You can eat 1 or 2 bites before exercising or with milk as part of your breakfast if the day will be too tiring. 3. Light coffee gelatin. The last recipe with coffee is ideal as a fresh and easy-to-prepare dessert. We recommend it for the warmer days. Ingredients: 1/4 cup of stevia, 1 packet of unflavored gelatin, 2 cups of very hot espresso, Instructions. Mix the unflavored gelatin with the coffee and stir to dissolve. Add the stevia and wait till everything dissolves. Serve in small molds or cups and let it sit for a couple of hours. With these delicious coffee recipes, we're confident that you can find one to help you calm the craving for coffee without adding more caffeine to your day.